If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstmb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Pull up, we bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube? Mascot. We're back out with another video. Today's video, we got the best stretch playmaker build in NBA 2K20. Now, if you guys have been noticing my past few videos, I've been making a lot of power forward builds. And if you guys did not know, I recently made playlists for all the positions of the builds I made on YouTube. And I noticed I don't really have that many power forward builds, so I decided to make a lot more power forward builds. As you guys seen, I made 3 power forward builds in a row. Now let me just tell you, the stretch playmaker, I got this idea from Duke Dennis's stretch playmaker build. It's not exactly the same. In my opinion, I think this stretch playmaker is better than Duke Dennis's because it has 2 more defensive badges than his does. And today I'm going to show you guys the best way how to make this build. So you are going to make it a power forward, and I'll explain later in the video why you're going to make it a power forward. If you can make this build a center, let me know in the comment section below. But power forward, trust me, you're going to want to make it a power forward, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now moving on to skill breakdown with this build, man. When you hear the name stretch playmaker, what do you think of? Obviously stretch means shooting, and playmaking obviously means playmaking. So just based off the name stretch playmaker, you would think it's going to be this pie chart, because stretch means shooting and playmaking obviously playmaking. And it is right, you are going to be picking this playmaking and shooting pie chart. You're going to have Hall of Fame shooting badges, Hall of Fame playmaking badges, decent defense, and finishing isn't going to be there. This build is a shooter, not a finisher, so make sure you guys do pick this pie chart. Now moving on to physical profile of this build, and you are a stretch playmaker. Now even though the build is a power forward, you're not going to be playing like a traditional big man. This build is actually going to be able to run the guard on the 2s. So keep that in mind. I recommend you pick the all agility pie chart. Like I said, you're not going to be playing center, so you don't need strength. This build's not going to be able to finish that well, so you don't need vertical. So you definitely want to go all agility so you have the max speed. But if you really want to pick some other pie chart, go ahead and do it. But I highly recommend you pick the all agility pie chart. Now moving on to attributes, man, make sure you guys do it just like this so you get the maximum badge as possible. You're going to put your driving layup to a 63, just like that, and you're going to max out your driving dunk. Now moving on to shooting, you are going to max out your mid-range shot, also max out your 3-point shot. Your free throw, you are going to put this to a 58. Your post fade, you are going to max this out to an 87, so you get 18 shooting badge. Now moving on to playmaking, you're going to max out your pass accuracy, also max out your ball handling to a 64. And your post moves, you're going to put this to an 84, which I think is 1 point off of the max. Yep, 1 point off of the max, so you get 20 playmaking badges. Now moving on to defense, your interior defense, you are going to max this out. Also max out your perimeter defense. Also max out your lateral quickness. Also max out the steal to a 64. Your block, you also are going to max this out to a 73. Now your offensive rebounding, you're going to put this to a 41, just like that. And these last 47 upgrades, you're going to use that to max out your defensive rebounding to a 77, so you get 7 defensive and rebounding badges. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 1 finishing, 18 shooting, 20 playmaking, and 7 defensive and rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 46 badges for the stretch playmaker build. Like I said, man, this build is going to be a ball handler, not a traditional center. You're not going to want to run the center on the 2s with this build. You're going to be running the point guard, and I'm going to show you guys why you're going to be running the point guard with this build. Like I said, your finishing is not the best, but you still have some pretty decent driving layup and driving dunk, so you can still get in there. You obviously have great shooting. This build's going to be able to speed boost, and again, I will show you guys later how to do that. And you have pretty good defensive and rebounding stats. Now the reason why we didn't put the offensive rebounding up, because like I said, you're going to be playing point guard with this build. You're not going to need offensive rebounding when you're the point guard. Your center is going to be grabbing all your offensive reboundings when you miss. So that's why I didn't upgrade the offensive rebounding that much. But now we're going to get straight to this other stuff. Now body shape does not matter. Personally, I think I'm going to pick defined or compact. But like I said in every single video, so it doesn't really matter what you pick. You want to make your player defined, compact, burly, built. It doesn't matter whatsoever. However you want your player to look will determine which one you pick. Me personally, though, I'm going to just pick defined. Now moving on to the height with this build, if you want a speed boost, you have to make your build 6'7". And when you make your build 6'7", you get a huge jump on your speed. You have an 81 speed, which is very nice. Now here's why I said you're gonna be able to speed boost. Take a look at your ball handling. You have a 74 ball handling. If you did not know, you need an 86 ball handling to speed boost. And if you minimize your wingspan all the way down, you're gonna have a 77 ball handling with a 6'7" player. And if you did not know, when you pick Playmaker Takeover, it gives you a +10 to your ball handling, with takeover. So 77 plus 10, you're gonna have an 87 ball handling with Playmaker takeover with this build. So you'll be able to speed boost at 6'7". Make sure you guys do pick 6'7". Now move on to the weight boost build. I would recommend you lower all the way down. Now here's the reason I'm telling you not to lower all the way down. Take a look at your interior defense. Yeah, you're not gonna be playing a center, but you are going to be going in the paint, playing some defense from here and there. Personally, I recommend you put your weight to 190 pounds. The only thing you're gaining for going 180 pounds is +1 acceleration. That's literally it. There's no point, in my opinion. I recommend you put your weight to 190 pounds. You still have 80 acceleration, and your interior defense is at least a 60. If you really want to go all the way down, go ahead, but I highly recommend you put your weight to 190 pounds. Now, moving on to the wingspan of this build, you definitely want to minimize it all the way down so you get better shooting and better ball handling. Like you guys can see, 77 ball handling. When you pick Playmaker takeover, you get a +10 to your ball handling. 77 plus 10, you're gonna have an 87 ball handling with Playmaker takeover, so you'll be able to speed boost with that. It's gonna be very nice. So take a look at your shooting: 86 mid-range and an 85 3-pointer. You have really great shooting stats with this build. If you did not know, when you hit 99 overall, you get a +4 to all your attributes. 86 plus 4, you're gonna have a 90 mid-range. 85 plus 4, you're gonna have an 89 3-pointer. So this build is gonna be able to shoot really good. Make sure you guys minimize your wingspan all the way down. Now moving on to take over this build, man. I know it is a stretch playmaker. You probably want to pick sharpshooter, you can shoot better. But like I said, if you want to speed boost, you have to pick Playmaker takeover. This build, being able to speed boost, I feel like it makes it 10 times better. So I'm gonna highly recommend you pick the Playmaker takeover so you can speed boost. If you really want sharpshooter, to go ahead. I don't recommend you pick post score or shot creator. If it was up to me, it would either be sharpshooter or Playmaker. If you want speed boost, you gotta pick Playmaker, and if you don't care, pick sharpshooter. But Playmaker is gonna be the best option. I highly recommend you pick this takeover. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a stretch Playmaker similar to Jason Tatum, Bojan Bogdanovic, and Al Horford. Very nice build, 46 badges. But now to get straight into the best badge for this build, man. If you guys do watch this video, man, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, pull up the sub count real quick. You guys can see 23,600 subs. We're 400 subs away from 24K subs. You're watching this video right now, like you see. Do it to subscribe, man. Turn on notifications. But now we're gonna get straight into the best badges for this build. Put this to 99 overall real quick. Let me take the sub count off. Give me a minute. Now you guys see, you only got one finishing badge. Now we didn't really upgrade finishing that much. We maxed out our driving dunk, and we have decent driving layup. So keep that in mind. You are going to be driving to the paint as a point guard here and there. And the reason I'm saying you're a point guard is I recommend you use this build as a point guard on the twos. So that's why I'm saying point guard, even though it's a power forward. If it was up to me, I would either throw contact finisher or giant slayer. You are only 6'7". Giant slayer is a good badge. Now contact finisher is also a good badge. It's going to help you make a little bit of contested layups. So I think I would personally throw on contact finisher. With only one bronze badge, it doesn't really make a difference. I think this is going to be the best finishing badge for this build. But if you want Giant Slayer or something else, go and change it up. Do whatever you want to do. Now, moving on to shooting badges build, man, you got 18 shooting badges. I recommend throwing Hall of Fame Quick Draw. If you don't have this badge on, you're not going to be able to shoot. Now, I do know some people don't like Hall of Fame Quick Draw because the jump shot is too fast. If you're one of those people, you can throw your Quick Draw on gold or even silver if you like a slower jump shot. But personally, I like Hall of Fame Quick Draw so I can shoot fast as possible. I also recommend throwing Hall of Fame Rain Extender. You definitely need this badge to help you shoot a lot deeper. I also recommend throwing Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter. If you have all your hot zones, this badge right here is to help you shoot so much better. 6 upgrades left. I also recommend throwing Hall of Fame Green Machine. This badge right here is to help you shoot way more greens. 2 upgrades left. I would say go Silver Deadeye with this build. It's going to help you make a little bit more contested shots. I think these are going to be the best shooting badges for this build. But like I said in every single of my videos, if you want some other badges, you want hot start, clutch shooter, slippery off ball, there's plenty of good options. Go ahead and change it up. Do whatever you want to do. Now moving on to playmaking badges with this build, man, you have 20 playmaking badges. I recommend throwing Hall of Fame handles for days, also Hall of Fame quick first step, and Space Creator Hall of Fame. I feel like those 3 badges have to be Hall of Fame. Now you got 8 upgrades left. Bailout, I'm gonna throw this badge on bronze. This is the most overpowered bronze badge in the game. You want to pass out of a jump shot, a layup, or a dunk, you're gonna need this bailout badge, or else the pass will just go flying out of bounds. Trust me, you need bronze bailout, at least bronze. If you really want to go up, you can go gold, but I'm gonna just do bronze. Now I also recommend throwing gold and pluckable. You want this badge on so you don't get ripped. It's annoying getting ripped, so you definitely need gold and pluckable. Now you got 1 Hall of Fame badge left. If you want floor general or dimer to help your teammates out, very good badge, you can definitely do that. Or if you want tie handles, that's also a very nice badge for this build because you are going to be able to speed boost with Playmaker Takeover. Personally, I'm going to throw on Hall of Fame tie handles. Now, if you really want some other badges, go ahead and change these badges up. You want Dimer, Floor General, Lob City, change the badges up, do whatever you want to do. Now moving on to defensive badges of this build, man, he got 7 defensive badges. Like I stated earlier, this build in my opinion is better than Duke Dennis's playmaking stretch, because his stretch playmaker only has 5 defensive badges, but this one has 7. 2 defensive badges really does make a huge difference. The badge you need off rip though, gold clamps. You're going to be playing point guard with this build. You definitely need clamps so you can play better perimeter defense. I also recommend you throw on silver intimidator. It's going to make people miss shots. Now you are a power forward, but like I said, you're going to be able to speed boost, so you want to play point guard and you want to be playing with another big center. Now since you are playing point guard, you are going to be getting screened on the 2s by the other center, so you definitely want silver pick dodges so you can fight them Hall of Fame brick wall screens. I think these are going to be the best defensive badges for this build. Like I said, don't try using this build as a center, playing with like a 6'5" guard. You're just going to get demolished in the paint. You're going to want to play as a point guard with this build, and these are going to be the best defensive badges for this build. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the best stretch playmaker build in NBA 2K20. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys do hit the like button, subscribe. Like I said, man, we're 400 subs away from 24K subs. You're watching this video right now, like what you see. Do it to subscribe, man. Turn on the notifications. And also, if there's any builds you guys want me to make a video on, please let me know in the comment section below. I will make those builds for you guys. But like I said, if you guys have any builds you want me to make a video on, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys have any builds you want me to make a video on, send me the builds on Instagram or Twitter. Links are always in the description, and I will shout you out in the video. If you guys see my 63 badge center build, the guy that sent me that build, I did shout him out. So you guys know I'm a man of my word. You send me a good build and I make a video on it, I will shout you out in the video. But that's pretty much it, man. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Until next time, clutch out.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.